Good morning everybody, welcome to a new weekly vlog. It is Tuesday and I have just been for a driving lesson. I didn't have any last week and I feel like whenever I go for more than a week at a time without having one, I like get really bad again, but it wasn't too bad this time. In fact, he said he thinks I need maybe like 6 more lessons and then we can look to book the test, which just seems terrifying to me, but yes, that is a thing that will hopefully be happening before I head to New Zealand. Actually, I feel like I want to explain because a lot of people are confused as to how I am, how old am I? 28 years old and don't have my driver's license. The thing is that I grew up living in the city when I went to high school. I was in the center of town, I could walk anywhere that I needed to go. Then I left home just before I turned 18 to go to university in a different city. And it's hard to learn to drive in New Zealand without being near your parents for them to teach you or to use their car to practice or whatever. It's not really the dumb thing to just have constant lessons like it is here. So because of that, I never learned and never had a desire or need to until now, because I want to be able to drive Mark and myself around a bit of the South Island of New Zealand when we go there. We'll be in the South Island in January 2018, so I need to get my license before I leave so that I can rent a car. So yes, hopefully that explains it. I honestly was hoping that I could get through my whole life without having to get a license, but yeah, it'll be for the best because the scenery down there is absolutely amazing and a lot of it you can't access without a car. Now I'm just going to have some of this innocent is it a smoothie or a juice? I'm not sure, but it looked good. And then get on with work because once a month we launch Tradecraft, which is our like publication where we put out all the articles on our blog once a month on a certain topic. I think I've explained this before, so won't go into it again. But yeah, that is tomorrow is published date, and so today I have to lay out the PDF, which is like the ebook that we do for it, and type a few loose ends. So need some energy and then let's get on with it. I've managed to get the PDF done, thank God. Do you want to see the cover that I've done for this month's issue? It's called Building Your Business with Online Courses, and this is what it looks like. So I used a brush pen in Procreate on my iPad using the Apple Pencil, and yeah, a quick one this time because I am delayed with this whole process, but I really like how it turned out. Up next I need to move on to a coding challenge. I said that like it's like a thing that I'm doing for fun. Actually, it's a thing that we need to do in order to launch this issue as well. It's like a change I need to make to our blog template. So, on with that now. Good morning. Same t-shirt, different day. You know how it is, especially when you work from home. So I went to bed last night around midnight, I'm gonna say. I finished everything up, but it's all good, got it working. I'm just gonna make a couple of title changes and then the issue is ready to go live. Something I worked on this morning was a new channel trailer for this YouTube channel here, because I had one that I made like over a year ago, but it mentioned the fact that I did fashion, DIY videos, and as you'll know if you've watched any of my videos from the past like 8 months I want to say, that's not really the kind of stuff that I do anymore. I like to just talk about design now. And I'm happy that I have found you watching who is interested in hearing me just talk about design. So yeah, I needed a new channel trailer to better reflect that. And I'm really, really proud of how it turned out. So if you want to watch it, I'm going to link it on a card up there. I decided to publish it like publicly. The last one I think I left unlisted, but this one I thought, I don't know, people might be interested in seeing the edit anyway, even if they're already subscribed. Anyway, I'm gonna go out and get something to eat for breakfast because I've run out of cereal. Later on today, hopefully, fingers crossed anyway, we are going to be going to see Blink-182 play at the O2 Arena. I am very excited because I saw Blink many years ago at Soundwave Festival in Australia, but Travis Barker didn't make the journey over because he doesn't fly on planes. He was in a plane crash once, so fair enough, he's not about flying. But he like takes cruise ships to places apparently. That's how he gets around to different gigs, you know, across seas. Now they have a slightly different lineup, but they're playing at the O2 Arena. Yesterday though, Mark Hoppus, who was the singer, in case you didn't know, was quite sick and they cancelled a show on Monday I think. So I'm crossing my fingers that he is feeling better and that they don't have to cancel tonight's. But I've just seen that from the band accounts they're tweeting about tonight's show poster, so surely that's a good sign. Anyway, breakfast, work. Today on the agenda I have some coding to do, and yeah, then I'm going to cut out early and head to Greenwich to the O2.
No, you've never been the patient kind. You must have given up on all that nonsense when you had me convinced you were unique. Then again, you never said it like a fool. I just let your eyes tell the story.
Oh, that's, yeah, there's a short. Yeah.
So Blink-182 was amazing last night, as expected. We had these sweet VIP laminates. We got to see the sound check, which was pretty awesome because there was hardly anybody there. You know, the whole O2 arena pretty much was empty, apart from maybe like, I don't know, I want to say like 50 people, perhaps? I'm terrible at judging crowd size, we've been through this before. Anyway, then the show itself was really good. We're up the front-ish for Front Bottoms, which were the opener. But then things got a bit rowdy during the second opener, Frank Turner, and so we decided to move back just because Mark was basically just being punched and kicked the whole time from like the circle pit going on behind him. So that obviously is not a fun way to experience a show. So yeah, we moved back because we're old, and that's what happens when you get old. You put up with less shit in the mosh pit. Anyway, right now I am packing up my stuff. I'm gonna head into Hunky Dory, work from Google for the afternoon before meeting up with my friend Nadine for dinner. That, my friends, was a very successful day of coding. I always like working from that space. It's like nice and quiet and I don't know, no distractions. Perfect productive zone. Going to go meet Nadine at Oaxaca because I have not been to Oaxaca for a long time, and if you've been watching this vlog for a while, you'll know that's one of my favourite restaurants in London. That was really nice to have lunch with Tim. We just had a chat and some prep in the park. Now I'm doing something I haven't done for ages, and I'm heading to Timbia to work for the afternoon.